Hello, folks. Killface of Baylor here. Today we are playing as Killface Banker, a level 1 PvP alt, although not particularly geared at the moment. And the reason we're doing that is so that you can easier see what I'm talking about. I wanted to talk a bit about the way weapon stats work. So you can see here I'm using a purple winter stave, which has 18 magic damage. I have no offhand equipped, and my attack speed is 2500. I have a 5% proc chance, and the proc is called Winter Frost, and it is basically cold damage to the opponent. Alright, so let's look at a couple things. First of all, if I click, say, this, notice how the attack speed is in red and the magic damage is in red. The magic damage is in red because I do more damage. That's easy, right? 18 versus 15. The problem here is that 2500 attack speed versus 3300 attack speed, or 3388. Why is that red? Well, because attack speed is actually the wrong term, despite the fact that that's what the game calls it. What this measures is your delay. And each 1,000 of that attack speed is a 1 second delay. So a 2500 attack speed is 2.5 seconds of a delay before haste. And a 3388 attack speed is 3,388 thousandths of a second, if you will, 3.388 seconds. Now, if I were to get some form of haste, let's see if I have haste, right? Yes, I do. We'll go ahead and use that. Why not? Alright, so this is going to boost my attack speed by 50%. And, well, before I just use it, let me just explain what's going to happen. Alright, this number doesn't change, right? It still says I attack at 2500, but I'll be attacking at 2500 divided in half. So I'm going to take, it's going to multiply by 0.5. If I had 60% haste, it would multiply by 0.4, not by 0.6, because it takes away 60% of my delay. If I have 30%, say Hero Haste Gloves, takes away 30% of my delay and multiplies by 0.7 to see what my new attack speed is. And I'll try to show you here on a critical training dummy exactly what that's going to look like. Now, the proc chance means every time that I auto-attack, I'm going to, you see how long it takes me to do these hits. Every time that I auto-attack, there's a chance that I will summon a Frosty Gale, like I just did, right? And that chance is 5%. And this multiplies. Now, you'll notice here on my stats page that my damage is 26, even though my magic damage is only 18. And magic damage is not multiplied with strength or any other stat. What's going on here is that I have 4 heat damage and 3 crush damage. And here's the thing, right? 4 plus 18 is 22, plus 3 is 25. Where's that other damage? Well, the other damage comes from the fact that my crush damage is physical, as would be slash or pierce, and so it's actually multiplied by my strength. I don't have very much strength, and it's not a direct multiplication. It's multiplied by some weird number times the square root of my strength. But if I take this off, right, we lost 3 crush damage, and our damage should go down by 4, which it did. There you go. And the more physical damage you have, the more that will be taken into account. Another thing here that's kind of interesting is if we equip an offhand, you notice how there's no attack speed on my offhand. That is because the damage done by my bracelet and by my offhand are determined, how fast they hit are determined by my auto attack speed. All of that is taken into my auto attacks. You'll notice my attacks are a little bit lower because I'm not wearing that bracelet that I was wearing before. But let's go ahead and cut my attack speed, my delay in half. Now watch. See how much faster the attacks are coming? Also, oh, no, never mind. And that thing that looked like ice shards, that was my Frosty Gale. That was the proc. So anyway, that's how you read the stats on weapons. And if you're a rogue or a ranger getting DL EDL, things like that. The damage from your armor also is going to be taken into account by your weapon. So lower attack speed is better. One thing to note is that you cannot multiply it down to any smaller than 1100, 1.1 seconds. And the reason for that is that rogues actually get weapons that would let you attack nearly once every half second with hero haste, if that was not the case. And in duels, you would be stuck in a reaction animation and unable to duel them at times. So, yeah, to nerf that, this, if I cut my 2500 in half, it goes down to 1250, which is fine. But if I were to cut it down by, say, 90%, and it were to be, a 250 attack speed, there is no item that does that, but let's pretend, well, then every quarter second I'm auto-attacking, and that's broken, so it's capped. And also, if I were to use haste gloves and that haste elixir at the same time, I only get the bigger buff. They don't stack. So, anyway, yeah, that's a discussion of how to read weapon stats, and I hope that helps. The proc chance, by the way, in case it wasn't clear, there's a 5% chance every time I do an auto attack that auto attack will also additionally unleash whatever the proc is. Anyway, hope that helps, and have a nice day. See you in the next video. Bye.